Jennifer Devoldere. Am I saying that correctly?
Not really.
Okay, do you want to correct me?
It's Devoldere.
Devoldere. Okay, Jennifer, bienvenue, welcome to Cinemonde.
Well, thank you.
And we're so pleased to be seeing your film tonight. It's one of the first screenings, I think, in America, so our audience here is very excited. And I've told them this is a wonderful film, and I don't think they'll be disappointed. Why can't you be here tonight in New York with us on July 14th?
Well, I'm actually working in Paris right now, so I'm really sorry not to be there. I wish I could have been there. It would have been really nice to be able to meet American audiences.
Well, you will. The film comes out soon, right? When is the film coming out in the States?
End of August, I think.
This is your second movie, and you're a young director. I find that the script is extremely intelligent and articulate and sensitive. You are the screenwriter as well?
I am, yes. Thank you for the compliment.
Talk to me about how you came up with this idea, this father-daughter situation that we're about to see.
At first, I had like a very an idea sort of a father-daughter that didn't get along, and the father would be friends with all the daughter's exes, and he would try to know her better that way by becoming friends with them. And so that was sort of the first idea I had, and then it sort of became more. It grew sort of, and I put in things that were happening at the time to me, to people in my family, to my friends, and the script sort of grew like that for a year and a half.
Mélanie Laurent, casting her again she was in your first film, and now she's in this film. I read the press on this. You call her sort of an alter ego.
They look alike in real life, but I think she sort of looks a lot like me on screen, on big screen, yeah. Well, it's sort of what I fantasize about her becomes a bit me, you know.
And of course, Michel Blanc, he's a veteran of these comedies. Did you write the part for him, or did he come about later?
No, he came about later. I wrote the part. I wasn't sure. We had a couple of names in mind, and then I met Michel, and he loved the script, and so I thought he would be a great Eli. So I went for him. Yeah, and it was a real pleasure to work with him. It was a lot of fun.
Has the movie come out in France?
Yeah, it came out like a year and a half ago, actually.
I don't think that your first film came out in the States, so this is your first movie to be released in the States, or am I wrong?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So how do you think an American audience will understand this very dyslexic family?
I think it's a kind of very modern family, so I think it's not a typical French family. I always thought it had a sort of Anglo-Saxon touch to it.
There is a Jewish sensibility, not only because...
Yes. I think it's a kind of... Well, first of all, it's a Jewish family. That's they're not established in France since that long. And there's a sort of Jewish humor and sensibility, and I think a Jewish sort of way of thinking that makes more references to actually American cinema or American comedy than French comedy, I think.
Obviously, Woody Allen is an influence.
Obviously, yeah, Woody Allen was an influence. Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm was an influence. I think Michel Blanc and Larry David sort of look alike because they have no hair.
Yeah, well, that happens to all of us, I'm afraid, as we get older. Talk to me a bit about the actual shoot and how much of what we see is scripted and how much you let your actors improvise.
Well, most of it was scripted. There was just like one or two scenes between Melanie and Michel that weren't really scripted, but the rest was pretty much written. We didn't improvise that much.
So the music is an important element in your film, right?
Yeah, I always, while I was writing, I heard music, and I always thought it would be a very musical film, and that the music would sort of be a whole, like a character in the movie, and that it would bring all all the stories and the characters together at the end. And it was written by an American composer called Nathan Johnson. We worked together on that, and maybe he's in the audience, so I say hi to Nathan.
Did you go to film school?
I did go to film school here in Paris a bit, and else I worked on other films, especially in video clip promos and commercials.
Right.
So that's how I sort of got started.
What are you working on now?
I'm writing a movie on a sort of Colombian woman, but it has nothing to do with my first movie. My first movies were somehow not autobiographical, but they had some biography in it. Like they were very personal films, and my next film is not going to be at all that personal.
Okay, great, and not a comedy.
Not a comedy, no.
How does somebody who makes films spend his or her summer in Paris? Do you work in the city, or do you go out to your country home, or?
I don't have a country home. But,
we all think you do. See, everyone in America thinks you have all French filmmakers have a country home.
A lot of French people do have country homes, but I don't have a country home. Actually, we're going to Greece this year. We're going on a Greek island, but.
And you're going to work.
Where in Greece, you mean?
No, are you going to work there or are you just going to relax?
No, I'm just going to relax. I just had a baby, so we're just going to do vacation, with him for the first time, sort of. I'm eager to see him bathe in the Mediterranean.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your movie with us tonight. We wish you could be here.
Well, I wish I could be here too,
Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to say to all our friends in the audience?
Well, yeah. I hope you'll enjoy the movie. I wish I could have been there. I would have liked to see the reactions in the audience. Maybe they can email you things, and then I can know what people thought and how it will be received in New York. And that's all.
Okay. Thanks so very much, Jennifer. Good luck to you.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Goodbye, Jerry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.